How's it going, guys? It's Poetry Stud, and welcome back to another episode of the Europa Universalis 4 campaign as Naples. Absolutist Italy is the name of this campaign, of course. It's been a few days since the last recording session. I only recorded 2 episodes last time because I was feeling really tired, and I am today, but it's like weird. It's like one of those days where you kind of alternate between being super tired and then feeling like perfectly awake and normal, and that's exactly how today has been. I woke up at I mean, not that you guys really care, but, you know, I'll talk about my day while we get going here. We're at war with the Mamluks, you know, same old thing. So I woke up at freaking 6:30. It's a Saturday, for the record. It's Saturday. Woke up at freaking 6:30 on a Saturday. Went to work, got to work at like 7:45. After getting to work, I worked until 11:30 excuse me, at a shoot. After the shoot, I actually went to came back to my dorm, or my, you know, it's not a dorm, it's like a little mini apartment, but it's on campus, so it's kind of like a dorm. But anyways, and then and then after doing that, I went ahead and had to work another 2 hours. I took a quick like lunch break, and then I had to work another 2 hours on editing an assignment that I recorded for yesterday. So yeah, today has been a really busy day so far. And then so this is actually completely unrelated to EU4, and we can go to Speed 4 now. By the way, I don't really remember what was going on exactly, but I'm glad that previous me was smart enough to declare war so that I don't actually have to remember that much. And also, this is occupied by Ethiopia, so they shouldn't be able to take it, unless, like, no, okay, yeah. So, recently, I don't know why, so, like, my name is Poetry Stud, obviously. Sound like I was gonna go into like my name is Poetry Stud, and this is no. My name is obviously Poetry Stud. You know this because you are watching me. Oh my God, Seuss. Wait, why do you exist, Seuss? Why do you exist? Portugal released you? Did I release you? I don't remember. So, my name is Poetry Stud on the channel because of the fact that I like to write. It's where it came from, originally. I haven't been writing nearly as much as I would like to have been in the recent past. I already have claims on you, don't I? Wrong map mode. No, I don't. I have one on Provence. Okay, I would like to take that. Yeah, do that, man. What was I gonna say? Oh, hey, look at that. We can siege him down now. Let's meanwhile go ahead and start getting this army back up to Rome. Oh my God, you can go all the way around. Like 5 years ago is probably when I hit my peak writing. Not even then. Not even peak in terms of like quality, but in terms of quantity. No, that's actually probably not true. I'm thinking about it now. I'm like, it was probably, let's see, it was probably, I don't know, like 3 years ago when I was my senior year of high school, I would say. Well, actually, like the end of from like April of 2014 to like September of 2014, I had like this period of like, I don't know, heightened awareness or something like that. It sounds really like pretentious, like stay woke, fam. You know, no, I don't mean it like that. It's like it should mostly just like I had a lot of 2014 is that the right year I'm thinking of? Yeah. 2014 was a very important year in my life so far. Obviously, I've been alive less than 20 years, so maybe it's a bit pretentious to even suggest that I could have something formative, but I don't know. I don't think it's that pretentious to say that you can have a formative experience in your teenage years. It was an important time in my life, and I don't mean that lightly. It's not like, oh, I had my first girlfriend, because for one, that's wrong, but also, I guess this is the episode we're going to talk about my backstory a little bit, my real life backstory. I broke my leg that year, actually. I broke my leg on January 8th, 2014. I remember the date because it was so impactful. I remember the day. I remember like the exact setting, like the time even. I mean, the roughly. I didn't look at the clock right after I broke my leg. That wasn't really my first concern. But like, I was, oh, finally. Yeah, I broke my leg right at the beginning of the year, and okay, let's see. First, I'm gonna go ahead and get disclaim here on the Tunisian province. So I broke my leg at a trampoline park, and it was really painful. I would not recommend going to a trampoline park unless you are willing to take that risk. If you are, go ahead. I had to hold nothing against people who like trampolines. Be kind of weird if I did, seeing that it's not something that is like, it's not like a controversial thing to really like talk about or anything. You know what I mean? I wouldn't hold it against anyone who likes trampolines. In fact, I like trampolines. I just don't think that I will go on a trampoline ever again after this experience, because I was at a trampoline park, right? And oh my god, I forgot Cyprus still even existed. They're going to be a vassal of the Ottomans eventually. And I don't care to vassalize you. I'm no longer a rival because you are not strong enough, probably. I think this is fine, as long as we aren't going to have a coalition. It's all Egyptian. Did we make Egyptian? We did make Egyptian a promoted culture. So, like, we definitely want to get all of this land. It's going to be so good for the money, too. Yeah, there we go. Cool. That's a huge chunk more. We'll also do this. Look at that, too. We now have a contiguous border all the way from, like, one side of North Africa to the other, almost completely. It's really good. What do we have as states? You know what? I need to set this as a map. I need to set this as a map type, because I use this map mode a lot, actually. Especially once you get to, like, the mid and late game. This is obviously, like, still the early game, probably. But, yeah. It's useful to be able to see everything. Definitely these two states. Probably this one, too, eventually. Maybe some other ones. Like, I don't know. This one. Upper Egypt is alright, if I remember correctly. But, let's go ahead and, Asyut is actually quite big. That is already a state, isn't it? Yeah, yeah, it's in the same state as Cairo. Cairo, or, you know, Central Egypt is such a good state. I'm going to keep one guy here because we're probably going to have to fight some rebels. And I don't think we need more than that back home, honestly. Okay, there we go. Getting sweet prestige. Okay, Poperman, your only ally was Switzerland, so I'm definitely going to want to get you declared on as quickly as possible. Do we have a spy network construction? We do. Okay. Where are we integrating you? Do I want to integrate you? I don't think we do. I think I was going to feed you more land in Morocco and stuff. Oh, Morocco, you're a juicy target right now as well, huh? And Togurt. I'm going to feed them all the land that's not Tunisia, which is most of it. Well, if we're going to feed them that much, then we probably should just integrate them after that. Yeah, I could see that being a good idea. Alright, let's go to feed them Togurt. What ideas do we have right now? We're actually done with ideas for the time being, so that's good. We're getting one soon, though. Okay. If that's the case, what ideas were we going to get? Oh, God. I know I had some plan, and now I just... Oh. I think I was going to go military. Okay, I remember. It's coming back to me. We're going to get back to the story of why 2014 was an impactful year for me in a second. I remember. Aristocratic was on the docket, or it was like a possibility, and then I was like, oh, well, we're already going to get more manpower from our Italian ideas when we switch to those. And then quality, I was also like... Quality, I was also like, I think, if I remember correctly, we were also going to get... hold on, let me look at the Italian ideas. I knew it had something to do with that, and that kind of influenced my idea selection. Italian ideas. EU4. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, there was combat ability for these, for the Italian ideas too. So I was gonna go with the offensive ideas. Yes, I remember. I actually have a memory. It's not even that I have a memory in this situation. It's more like I just was able to like reverse engineer what my previous self thought. Also, I flippin' hate the fact that Albania. They lost their core? How did they lose their core? It's Albanian. They should never lose the core. What? I hate you, Ottomans. Luckily, the Ottomans don't have too many strong allies. I think if we got a big coalition together, we might be able to beat them. But they're pretty strong in this game, actually. We'll see. We might not have a choice. In other words, they might declare on us. Well, who knows? Okay. Still only allied with Switzerland. Once we get a claim, I'm going to declare on the Pape. The Pape? I started to say the Papal State. Well, what? To share your... One province? Dude, Austria, you're not going to colonize. I don't care. So I think what we're going to do is, we'll probably release actually a new vassal here, like Tafalalt, and then, or Fez, you know, and feed them the rest of Morocco. That wasn't what I was going to say, though. When does our claim here expire? 84. Oh, plenty of time. Let's go ahead and get one more claim, at least. I want to get Provence, and I also would like to get Siena, I think, is the other one that we're going to want to get. I mean, all the other stuff is, like, pretty good, but it's 23 development. Actually, wait, hold on. Are we even going to be able to handle this? That's a good question. I guess that's why we're waiting, partially, or it's going to, you know, partially justifies it. Let's go ahead and get more claims on this other stuff here, like Barcelona and Girona and Urgell. I mean, it's Catalan, and I don't know, actually... I don't know how G's are pronounced in Catalan. I'm not sure if it's Urgel, like a Spanish G, or Urgel, like a Italian G or something. But either way, doesn't matter too much. It sounds insensitive when I say it like that. What was I gonna say? I don't remember what I was gonna say. In Roussillon, I will try this. Sure. Oh gosh, I don't remember what I was gonna say. Look at this. We own almost all the Egyptian land already. That's really good. Oh yeah. I was talking about our ideas. So yeah, I think we're gonna go offensive just because I normally don't go it. Siege ability is good. Discipline is good. It's all quite good, and the force limit modifier is also good. I think we were gonna go trade as our next Diplo group, and then we were gonna go like admin or. Yeah, I think just admin as our last one there, because of the fact that that actually would go along with the vassal annexation method of dealing with stuff, which is also how we're converting stuff, which is why I'm not going religious. It's all fitting together in my head again. You know, maybe you'll argue that I should have remembered this in the first place. No comment. Okay. Is there a defender of the faith, though? There isn't. And their only ally wouldn't even defend them. I actually feel kind of bad for this. Let's do Provence, because I think it's more of a priority for us. Okay. Who is our heir, and what is he like? He's pretty good. I'm not going to want to kill him. Or send him into combat, you know what I mean. Oh, that's a better general there. We want to keep an admiral, so I'm going to delete that guy instead. In fact, let's get our admiral going here. Get him out here in the straits, or not the straits, the sea here. Oh my God, they actually have a fort that's mothballed. That's crazy. I thought they weren't supposed to do that anymore or something. Like they kind of, I know they changed AI to try and get them to do that less often. So we're just going to win that siege at the end of the month, I believe. Oh, there we go. All that stuff is promoted, or cored now. Why did I say promoted? I don't know, but... Anywho, now that I've explained our idea thought process, let's go a little more into depth about what we have influence, right? Yeah, so we can definitely start annexing Algiers, too, as well, soon. Because I do want to... spend some of these Diplo points. In fact, that actually reminds me. Maybe you'll say, hey, maybe you're overextending a bit. Hey! No, that's racist. I'm not trying to make fun of Italian accents. So yeah, so like 2014. Start off the year in January 8th. I freaking break my... Wait, was it January 8th? It was like the 7th or the 8th or something. January 8th, I break my leg. Not a fun way to start your year. Trust me. After I break my leg, I have there was 10 days that I was in the hospital, first off. 10 days, and I couldn't walk at all. I couldn't move at all, really. I could move the rest of my body, but I couldn't walk. I couldn't get up and stand up because it was too painful. Basically, they put a rod in my leg. They put a rod in my leg, right? Because that's the normal thing you do there when you have a break. Both bones were broken. Yeah, both bones were broken, by the way. It was a really bad break. Honestly, I think they almost popped out of my skin, but I have no way of knowing that because it didn't happen, luckily. But it was like there was a bump on my leg that was like, it looked like I had 2 knees, which is a weird way of saying it, but it's true. That's what it looked like. I looked like I had 2 knees. That's the size of this lump. Beyond that, what do you got over here? Yeah, I was gonna say you probably have another army here. You little wanker, Genoa. So I broke my leg. It was really bad. I went to the hospital immediately afterwards. Not even to like a pediatric place because it was just too bad. I had to go to the ER basically. Went into surgery the next morning. Luckily, after you having a break, if you've never broken a bone before, let me just tell you, it sucks. It really does suck. I've broken 7 or 8 bones now. You know, I've only broken them in 4 incidents, but I've broken multiple bones at multiple times. If you count legs and arms as having 2 bones, which is like the official way, but it's kind of like one limb. If you count it that way, I've broken 5 things. But in any case, you don't want to break a bone if you have not already. It's not fun. You may think, you know, if you're in like middle school and stuff, you're like, oh, it'd be cool. Then I would be like, you know, I wouldn't have to go to school and stuff. No, it's not fun. It's not worth it. Trust me. I will guarantee you will regret everything if you break a bone. Anywho, getting back to the story. This is the first time I've ever really like talked about a story like this in depth on camera, I think. Nah, I've done a little bit of that in the past. Back to the story. You know, I could have just spent that on tech. That's okay. We could go, like, administrative right now, but I mean, it would help us with coring new stuff, but I think we're just going to spend it on actually directly coring right now. Plus, administrative, I don't know. Administrative is really good in the early game, but it's really good whenever, so we'll probably go administrative later. I think for now we're going to go either trade or offensive. I think we're going to go offensive right now just because it'll help us against the Ottomans and stuff. I think it's much more palpable. Well, I don't know. Money is really palpable too in this game, but in any case, so I broke my bone. The next morning they put a rod in my leg because that's how you deal with stuff like that. Put a rod in my leg, which is not too bad. It's like okay. Well, I mean, obviously it's bad, but like that's the standard procedure. And then within a couple days, they're like, okay, well, in a couple days you'll be up and walking. Trust us. You know, there's only a small chance that there's anything that goes wrong or anything that'll happen that'll keep you in the hospital longer. 3 days, you should be walking, right? That did not happen, and let me tell you why. So there's this complication that can arise after a surgery, not during, or like, well, I don't know if you could have a complication before. I mean, I guess, but there's this complication that can arise after a surgery called compartment syndrome. And compartment syndrome is essentially where Algerians, definitely, all the Algerian and Berber stuff. Compartment syndrome is where you have a traumatic injury, like a broken bone or something, and because of this, your body reacts to it and is like, yo, we need to stop this from spreading. Or like, basically your body doesn't know what to do. It's like, why is this hurting so much? Why is it happening the way it is? We need to, oh gosh darn it, what is this? A coalition war? Wait, whoa, Austria got, what? Alright, story time is gonna have to wait, hold on. What? Oh, France is in a putative, But no one's joined. Austria, why are you declaring? I mean, I'm going to be glad to join this, actually. I'm not really going to be harmed by it. Provence might get unsieged or sieged by them or whatever, but I don't really care. It's hills, so... Yeah, I suppose so. Let's go help out with those rebels, by the way. I will peace out with the Papal State first. Can I avoid a coalition? Is there going to be a coalition? We can definitely do this. We just have to wait until... the end of this year, at which point Genoa, Mantua, and Spain will no longer join a coalition. And those, Genoa and Spain in particular, are ones that I'm a little worried about because they don't like me in the first place. Papal State, we're going to have a truce with, and then by the time the truce is over, they won't be able to join. Same with, well, Venice we're not going to have a truce with, but I doubt they'll join. We're already going to be at war with France, and we're definitely going to have a long truce with them, so they probably won't ever be able to join. Ottomans already could, Mamluks already could, but they don't exist, basically, and Cyprus already could, but they're too weak. Yeah, this is good. Oh, wait, not yet. I said wait till the end of the year. Whoa, okay, I caught myself. I really like our positioning here. Oh, we are at war with Venice because of this war, I guess. This is a really, really nice... situation to be in, having basically all of the boot part of Italy, except for the Papal State, but only having one person, and we're going to connect up our land in a second here anyways, but having this is going to be really good because we have one choke point they have to come through. And we're going to have some other land like in Provence here in a second, but that's fine. And like in Spain, but that's okay. It'll fend for itself and stuff. You know, it'll be fine. Mamlukan separatists, that's okay. That's what these guys are here to deal with. Also, did I ever core this this province here? It's only one province, should be fine. I'm just going to do that there because I don't feel like dealing with it. Why do we have too many relations? Hold on. What? Genoa. Ah, yeah. No, I don't care about you. I probably have military access through you right now anyways. We're also going to, I think, use this as an opportunity to justify expanding our army. Instead of just building another 20 stack, I'm going to actually take the time to build them up to 30 stacks because that's what I normally roll with at this point in the game anyways. Hey, look at that. Up to 3 stability, huh? Alright, tell you what, I'm going to end this episode here. I didn't get a chance to fully tell my story, actually. It's a really interesting... Well, I mean, that maybe is a little egotistical. I don't think it's that interesting. But I like telling it. It kind of explains kind of why... It's like a longer version of the backstory of why I am Poetry Said. But, you know, whatever. This was a weird episode. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, which I hope you did, please leave a like and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye-bye.